Is this Ultimate Edition RAW ring worth the $140? Well, stick around to find out.
Not only are we going to be reviewing and assembling this Ultimate Edition RAW ring, what else comes with this, Ryder?
The Ultimate Edition Rhea Ripley.
First time ever Ultimate Edition. That thing is going to be sick. Let's spin this thing around and see what all it comes with.
Includes 2 fabric ring skirts and 2 plug-in ring panels, fabric turnbuckles and raw ring posts, Ultimate Rhea Ripley with swappable head and Women's World Championship, lifelike detail and authentication sleeve.
A what?
I don't know how to say.
This thing looks to be truly epic, as we have never unboxed the ring and the Ultimate Edition, so this is going to be exciting. Make sure that you stick around to see what the end product looks like. If you have never put together one of these before, let me tell you, this looks so overwhelming.
Yeah.
But don't worry, Ryder and I are going to be giving you a step-by-step guide on how we assemble this. It may or may not be directly from the instructions, but I promise you, we will help you get your Ultimate Edition RAW ring built. Step 1 right here says you want to build the base first. So by doing that, you need to grab all your A1, A2, B1, and B2 pieces and make the base of the ring. What we have done right here, sorted out our A pile and B pile. And if you look on the corners right there, you see there's that B1 and B2 is going to be these corner pieces right here, and same thing for the A pieces, A1, and hidden very well in there, you'll see A2. That step doesn't really take a long time to complete. All you do is just a little snapping and clicking action right here. We're about to complete the base. Just wanted to make sure you at home got to see how exactly these go in. All you do, just push it together. And you just push it together. There we go. Now, step 2.
Step 2 is to input your wood in place.
And there are 3 of these pieces. Be very careful. You want to be as gentle as you can be. But you want to turn these over. You see there's little grooves right there that they will pop into. You will have to be a little firm with this. Again, just use a little bit of caution. Voila. The floor has now been put in for the ring. And another quick pointer, you want to make sure they are these little pegs right here and here that you want to make sure that you push down. Again, just be extremely careful with this. Now, the really fun part, we got to put on the canvas.
Step 3 is to lay your canvas face down on the ground.
And go ahead and get out all the wrinkles. Then you want to take your ring, turn it upside down where you have the wooden planks on the mat right here. And you see all these little holes right here. They have to hook in these hooks right here, and this is extremely tedious. Also, make sure that all of your corners line up here. You see that this is going to go there. You got to cut out right there for that ring post. Same thing right here with that. So keep that in mind. Just wanted to show you a glimpse of what it looks like when you almost have it complete. You see those little holes? You just fish them through right here. Now you will have to pull this canvas extremely tight, and it will cause you a little bit of stress. Ryder is sitting over here just gritting his teeth while I carefully finish putting on this canvas, so just a heads up.
Next up, place these small 8 studs around the ring.
Next, take the 12 long studs and place them along the middle of the ring. After you have put on the big and small studs on the bottom, you want to flip it over and start now on the ring skirts. Let me tell you, this is going to be aggravating. You have to fish 4 ring posts through this little bitty hole right here. It is going to be a very tedious job. Now that that pain in the neck is done, comes the LED panels. My only complaint though, Are you pointing this out? Look at how these
Are not.
still, yeah, they're just like on the Raw's War Ring. These do not go down underneath. But you know what? It's not really that big of a complaint. For this, all you want to do is just match up with the holes on the side of the ring. These little pegs right here. Ryder just pointed this out too. They got a little bit of leeway. Be careful though. You do not want to snap these. They just carefully click in place. The LED Raw panels are finally, and I mean finally, on. And how much of a pain in the butt was that?
It was way too hard.
It took us literally 2 days to get them things on because I got so annoyed I would not touch this ring. But one thing that really helped us out here is you take the canvas and you loosen it up so that you can put the pegs through the little holes in the canvas right here. So thank goodness that is done. We have one more step, and then we got that step, and then we got to review this Ultimate Edition Rhea Ripley. Ryder, what is the final step to almost complete this ring?
Slowly unravel these ropes, then connect them over.
Ooh, did that hurt?
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, and connect them like right there for one, right there for another, and yeah.
All right, let's get to it.
Now the literal final step is just adding these steps to this. And there you go. Your Raw ring is now complete.
Our table's a little bit too short, obviously, but you get the gist of it. And what are your thoughts on this new updated, which technically it is already outdated, Raw ring?
This is extremely cool because like the LED, what are they called?
LED post?
Yeah, LED post and, I forgot the name.
LED boards?
Yeah, LED boards and the LED post. And some things that I do not like about the ring is this little tag right here. Where...
Yeah, it's a little annoying.
Yeah, and also, there is no tag ropes either.
Yeah, but thank goodness that will be an easy fix in on the grand scheme of things. Thankfully, the things that are aggravating you about this ring are not really that big of a deal. Now,
time for the Rhea Ripley figure. First couple things that I know about that I've seen about the box so far is that it does not have a little viewing window so you can see what the figure looks like. And if you were to turn to the back, then you would see a little read up of Rhea Ripley. Also, I feel like WWE almost got scammed because of how light this box is.
Box is extremely light compared to other Ultimate Edition figures, but I'm sure they just tried to make it super compact so they could fit this massive Ultimate Edition ring and this figure in. So let's bust this thing open. First look at mommy and holy...
Oh shoot, it has a towel.
Ow. Wait, what towel are you talking about?
This towel.
Oh, shoot.
Now that we got Rhea out of the package, let's talk about her accessories. So first off, she has 2 interchangeable hands, and the left hand has a hand tattoo on there. So with this Rhea Ripley head scan, you get a smiling expression for Rhea Ripley. You get multiple nose piercings on the head scan, and also the R+D tattoo under her left eye. And the last accessory that we're gonna go into before hopping into the actual figure is this WWE Divas title. So you got the WWE logo in the middle, the white straps, and of course the Rhea Ripley side plates. So for the figure itself, you have a smirking head scan on the head sculpt that it already comes with, and multiple nose piercings again, and the R+D tattoo under her left eye, and the classic shoulder length hair.
Her hair looks really good.
Yeah, it really does.
I think. And dude, look at her back. It's so big and broad, which that's the way she is. I would not mess with Rhea Ripley. I'm pretty sure she could beat the brakes off of about anyone.
Yeah.
What do we got for gear?
Purple and black gear, and a little bit of silver, and like this is not painted on.
Yeah, that belt caught Ryder by surprise. If you look, it doesn't come off. It is made into the gear. And what has it got attached to it right here, Ryder?
Dominic's towel.
Yeah, his towel that he wears around his face. And this is one thing that was a little disappointing. If you look right here, you can see the stamp of the figure. It's got a bunch of numbers. It's kind of weird. Didn't like that. But you got, again, that belt that comes down here to the thighs. And what do we got on her legs?
The fishnet leggings.
And are these painted on or are they molded in?
They are painted on.
They are. Whoa.
Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that.
But
Sorry.
what a good job they done giving that fishnet effect right here along with the tattoos. And one thing I will say about that, yes, they are painted on, but look at how awesome this looks with Rhea's tattoos. I think.
Yeah, those look pretty like detailed.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's not a hard process, but it just looks really good. And what do we got here for footwear?
Plain black boots.
Yep. And they come up, oh gosh, to about her calf right there. And gotta say, man, what do you think of this?
I think that is a pretty cool figure.
With this Rhea Ripley Ultimate Edition unboxed and the new Raw Ultimate Edition ring assembled and ready to go, what's your favorite thing about this setup?
I really like the LED post, like the LED ring post.
Sorry, and, oh, there goes Rhea.
And also the LED panels.
Now, there was one thing that you were a little bummed out about. You said, hey, these things don't light up.
Yeah. Yeah, I said LED, so.
Yeah, I was under the same impression as well. But, you know, dude, given what this thing is, this is super sick. I think it's cool that we can now attach those little flyer things back to here. We don't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is a big upgrade from the Wicked Cool Toys ring that you usually use, and you know, you can post your figures up here, even on top of the ring post. And what do you think of these cloth turnbuckles right here?
I think they're like very unique because besides like the Raw's War, and I think I'm pretty sure that it was like the WCW ring. That like besides those, you have never seen these before, unless it's like a custom ring.
And you know what's really cool about these? If you look right here on these golden, if I can get a focus going on here, right here, these little pegs, we didn't have to fish those through like we did on the last.
Oh yeah, finally! That's the part that was. I was like expecting that part.
Yeah, thankfully, didn't have to do that step this time. So, if you're interested in picking this up, you will have to head over to Mattel Creations, or I think for a limited time, you can go over to ringsidecollectibles.com, pick it up, use code word
Ryderwood to save yourself 10% off at checkout.
Definitely, if you're in the market for a new and updated ring, I believe that Ryder and I both will say that this is absolutely worth it. And, you know, not just the ring, you get this Ultimate Edition, mommy. Who doesn't want that? See, look, it's so awesome. It just makes her pass out. I don't know. That is it for us. Thank you all so much for joining us here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We love you all. That's it for me, Ryder.
Bye.